Welcome to Science and Technology. So we're fresh out of savory water roll. After a night of revelry, we're gonna have butter fried cottage pie. Got this, we got that in our pan. 420 blaze it. Get the air going. We're gonna need some analog basics. Have our pan protection. And get this out on the tray. This pie was $5.49 by DL Marketplace. It's got that plastic wrap, tear from the bottom. If you tear it all, then you got that bottom torn open, lay it down flat, peel off the top. That way you don't get the cheese bits all over. Ignore the trash tower. That's a good amount of butter. What is that, 2 tablespoons? That goes right on top. Kind of like riding a bike or something. What's it called? Coordination needed to operate the camera and open stuff. Just get all the cheese bits on the pizza so they don't just burn and make smoke. So this one's gonna go into the oven. 420 blaze it, preheated, sort of. Then butter. I don't know if you can tell the dough, it's supposed to be thin crust, but it's not. It's just it's kind of like pita bread. And what's going to happen is the butter is going to melt through into the bread. This dry ass bread's going to soak up the butter, and then it's going to fry in the oven. And we'll get the cottage out later. And let's get this into the oven. Nice. Got the convection on. And we'll go for probably at least 25 minutes, I guess, and then see how things go from there. Maybe we'll make some tea in the meantime. Get this going. We're gonna do a ginger tea with ginger snaps. I might have to get the sour cream and yogurt out for this because we also got one of these bad boys. Kind of tone, candied fruit and raisins. Had that with sour cream and yogurt. So we just got to get started. I learned to cook from MasaoHF. He showed me how to cook that hot dog with or the sausage as he calls it, with the candle. You know, I've tried tea I usually drink it with heavy cream, but I should probably try it with, I don't know. I'm considering sour cream, but will it be too thick? Will it break down, or will it just stay like one blob? Like, will it just turn into a harder blob from the heat? I guess it's worth trying, since I'm all out of savory water roll. Alright, we'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes when the pizza's ready to come out. So it's getting that severe thermal throttling warning. But we're done boiling. Now that it's settled down, let's pour a bit in here. Steam up the lens. How high do I go? About that high. I like plenty of heavy cream in there. And then we let this sit for about 8 minutes or so. Got to get this with the rest of the fiesta. We got that cream top. We got the double cream sour cream. We got some of the pumpkin tarts. And in here we got some teriyaki chicken. It's grilled hard AF from a whole fidze. And 2,000 pieces. Over here we just fed the swamp monsters over here. Got the minnow, Mr. Whaletail in the back there. He likes splashing around. Orange bits are the food. That's a zebra danio. Or no, yeah, that's a zebra danio. They usually don't last too long in here. Do they? Tuscanini. So I put it in, and I was using the camera recording duration as how long it's been in there for, but since it was overheating, I stopped it. So now I have no idea how long it's been in there for. That's gonna have another 15 minutes. 3 p.m. is when we'll pull it out. Or we'll check on it at 3 p.m. We might just turn off the heat and leave the convection on.
The main thing is, as you can see, the butter is melted, but we don't want it to come out soggy. We want to leave it in longer than usual so that the bread actually fries from the fat from the butter, so we don't have dry, soggy bread.
The ginger cookie. These come in little 2-packs. Many 2-packs. Many 2-packs occurs. Meow. So every day on the monitor, I have to go 2 clicks into this menu, 3, 4. And every night, I have the brightness down to 0. And then every day when I get up, I have to turn the brightness back up to 15. Maybe even 20. And then throughout the day, I lower the brightness because it's too bright. Is there some sort of like adaptive brightness, or why does this happen? Is it like the LED lighting sucks? Like the backlight is not good? I don't know. This only happens with this Scepter. My big thing is 4K monitors. I think 27 is a sweet spot. This is, I think, a 32, and it's too large, too big for me. But I have this brightness problem, and I'm curious what people do about it. So with the laptop monitor, it's not so bad. It's easy to just, press a button to brighten it up, and I brighten it up maybe 5 or 10, maybe 5, and that's bright enough for me. Don't want to see the name of those scripts, do we? We tried saving the fork, but the fork is drowned overnight. So this is how it's done. You stab that stick into that bird, sauce it up a bit in the opening. That's how it looks on the bottom, the opening. And you get it in there, and that goodness, oh yeah. It's really hard, and it's only tearing left to right, but it needs the sour cream, for sure. Yeah, it's tearing. So it might not have been the best idea to have grilled teriyaki chicken right before I'm about to eat a pie. But I didn't eat the whole thing. Somehow I'm pacing myself. It's still a bit of a mess, but not as bad as it was. Should have seen it. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I think that's closed now. Yeah, it's closed. Gotta get this David Byrne dairy into our tea that's been steeping. This might have steeped a little too long. I'll do janky there. Pull top. And in goes the cream. Just how I like it. That's how you make the tea fulfilling. So I got these, which are for these. They are the foam-filled tips. So it's like the regular silicone, but then they also have foam inside. It's like memory foam. And waiting for the pie to come out. I've only tried them one time so far, and I don't know how I feel about them yet. Is there anybody that has used these? And I'm curious what your experience has been. Was it worth it? My main thing is the regular silicone tips that come with these. The medium is more comfortable, but it doesn't seal properly. The large seals properly, but they push themselves out of my ear. And so I already had to have the AirPods replaced once because of the feedback problem, and it's happening again on these, but I don't think they'll let you replace them a second time because I think it's been more than 3 years. I bought these in Australia at the Apple store in Melbourne, I think, in 2019, and it's 2024 now, so I don't think the warranty program will let me take these back again. I don't like them anyway because it's lightning, and I've already had this port fail on me like twice where you have to clean it out, and they're not going anywhere like dirty, like it's going in my pocket, and there's not much that goes in my pocket, so I don't know how it got so dirty that it stopped taking a charge. I actually bought a wireless charger to see what had failed, and it was just this lightning port was dirty or corrosion. I'm not sure, but I'm curious if I'll be able to fit the large tips, if they're comfortable, or if the medium tips will work. I don't know. So this will all be a learning experience. I'm guessing that having the memory foam in there, though it's not just hollow, I feel like it will be less likely that they'll come out of my ears because I don't want to end up like that. Well, let's have a look at the pie. The main thing I'm looking for is brownness. If it's white, and it's probably not. Oh boy, that's dark. Yeah, that's time to come out. That's gonna be extra crispy. I did a little something in the trash tower here. We did the we'll pull half out of one bag and stick it in another, and then just stack it, and then call it good. Though it's, man, I really want one of those one of these, but a whale. That's what I need in my life. Better than therapy. Here we go. And we're coming out. Oh yeah, we overcooked and we grabbed the wrong big-o. Okay, you see that? That went for maybe 5 minutes longer than it should have, maybe 10. Yeah, I should have 10 minutes ago, maybe 5 minutes ago, turn off the heat, or 10 minutes ago, because you can see it's definitely brown. It's definitely crisp around the sides without the butter. I feel like it behaves differently, the bread, because it's just so dry. You can see it bubbling away, you can see it frying. So it probably needs to rest for another 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, at least 5 minutes, and then the cottage is going on top of that. The hardest part is just cutting it, because I just stab at it with a stick and tear, but it's settling down nicely now. And we'll be back when this is taking a little nap and we've grown our trash tower a bit more. So I'm looking at we got some of the aloe, straight up aloe, great for when you've been breathing in That unclean air, hot unclean air. Look at that. 2 grams of carbs. It's like nature's Gatorade. I think I prefer the center ones, not the whole leaf. I was gonna pick up some more yesterday and I forgot. Maybe I'll do that today. Eat the Cottage up top. Double cream classic. That's the one. And then so this has been resting maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. See how it's nice. It's not floppy at all. We'll get one of these because the bottom is gonna be wet. There we go. We got it underneath there. Let's see that. This is like MasaoHF level 2. And of course we set it and it didn't go on the paper. Over. This is level 2. That's level 3. So what we need to do now is cut this. I think I should probably only need half. Get this open. I should have pre-opened this. But it's better if you suffer here with me, right guys? There it is. Alright, look at it. This needs better tearability, whatever that seal is. What does it say? Keto certified? Who does the certificates for keto? That's what I want to know. That is going on there, but I want to cut it in half first. And we got teriyaki stick here. Will the stabbing approach work? How would you cut this? Oh, that's a crispy boy. Am I in frame? Yeah, I'm in frame. I think the stabbing works a bit. There's a whole bunch of knives in that kitchen, but we don't want none of that. We got a stick. And is that enough? Will it bend? Will it tear? Will it cut? Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see the other side. See that? So it did fry properly. It wants to tear. It wants to tear now. I went speed dating in Moscow once. I met this really sweet girl. And we went to eat pizza. And I once met a girl on Tinder in Mumbai, and we met her for tea, and then we went for pizza. I wonder if they're like trying to show off. Oh, I know American food. I know pizza. You want to get some pizza? That's my favorite. I love pizza. It's my favorite meal. I mean, I'll go on a date to get pizza, but if pizza is your favorite food, are you a child? I don't know. Something about that just feels a certain way. Both the girls were really sweet though. I guess all the sweet girls love pizza. And you may be thinking, that's too much. Bruh, it's not enough. This is not enough. You gotta stack it on there. This is what it's all about. Also, things to add: throw some Cholula on that. You could throw some soy sauce and green onions on there. But this is how I do it. You want to hear that crunchiness? I'm gonna bite that end, but I want some of this goodness on there. What am I even watching? Y'all want to eat the stick? Okay. Is it gonna crunch? Will it crunch? Butteriness is on point, so it didn't crisp all the way through. There's just like a bottom layer. You can see the brownness. That layer fried, but then it's buttery on the top. There's like soggy buttery, like when you bite into it, butter gushes out of the bread, but the bottom is like a firm layer, like a crispy layer. It's definitely like a fried bread and not like a hard cracker. And it's extra crispy on the outside, but the main thing is the butter is sort of permeated all the way through the bread. And you know what would be good on this? It's black pepper. We need a black pepper cap. Or where do y'all get your black pepper from? I think it's the little one. Is it a pepper? Let's see. Is it a pepper? We got a pepper. How's it only coming out in one spot? It's not enough black pepper, but it's gonna have to do. This neck can only take so much. Right, salt. How's the black pepper gonna be? Let's have a bit of tea. Y'all got those ginger cookies and those pumpkin tarts. I don't know how to explain it, but this ginger tea has a certain flavor. Oh, I think they put mint in it, and licorice. I think maybe it's the mint that, I don't know how to explain it. It tastes sort of like cleaner a little bit. I think it's like the menthol or the mint oil. Let's try it with the pepper. This phone is getting too hot to handle. Probably use like kimchi on top or a pickle. That's the spot. My guy's meat box. Meat box down by the river. Oh, baby, a triple. A locking log. Fort moose meat.
So I think the top of that pizza should have had more black pepper and some finely diced chives. I think that would have improved it. Maybe a squeeze of lemon. How did they get these wild men out here that are really willing to brave it all? And they don't know how to sit. The guy likes to shut up and color. Usually each season you only get like one decent shelter. But this season, man, there's a number of decent shelters. And usually you only get like one person that strikes it for food. And it seems like people are doing pretty decent. So this season is going to go long, I bet, unless there's a bunch of dinguses. I had that butter fried cottage pie after a night of revelry. So what do you have in your situation? That feeling when you realized you ordered a Hannah Montana DVD in the middle of the night.